Welcome to episode 2 of Ben Brainard's masterclass on cooking. Today, we're making pancakes. When you make pancakes, you're gonna need a few things. Flour, sugar, I can't believe it's not, milk, salt, egg, and baking soda or powder. Is there a difference? I don't have either one of those. We're just not gonna add it. How bad could that be? The first step is to take your flour and add a good amount of it to this bowl here. Before we start adding flour though, we gotta check if it's fresh. There's really only one way to do that. And so you take the flour, open up the top of it, and just give it a good blow. Yep, that's fresh. I've added about 1.5 handfuls of flour to this bowl. Now we're gonna add the salt. It tastes good, so add a lot of it. Now my favorite step of this process is adding sugar. When you look this step up online, a lot of recipes tell you to only add a tablespoon. It's child's play. As all of it. They come in this size bag for a reason. Just use it. You want to check your freshness first though. So just go ahead and dip your pinky in it. It has to be your pinky. Dip your pinky in it and just, Yep, that's sugar. Now we're gonna mix it. Now it's time to add the milk. But before we do that, you guessed it, we gotta check the freshness. And it just says it right here. So if it's after this date, don't drink it. Don't be an idiot. Before we get to pouring into the bowl, pour some into your mouth. That's past the date. You're gonna wanna add about 1.25 mouthfuls of milk. Now it's time to add the butter. Most recipes say add the butter melted, but it's gonna melt while it's in there. So now you're gonna wanna add the egg. Here's how you check the freshness. Listen to it. If you hear chirping, it's fresh. You're gonna hold the egg directly over your bowl with one hand and just squeeze until it breaks. Don't worry about the eggshells. People like texture. I'm gonna be honest, this is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. If you need help cracking this egg, just go out and grab your cooking wrench and give it a good smack. There you go. Now that we've added all of our ingredients into this bowl, you can do your best Michael Jackson impression and beat it. That was really bad. I don't know why I thought anyone would enjoy that. That's smooth, yo. What's wrong with me? Now you gotta get your pan. Not a pot, it's a pan this time. Pour a little oil in there, or a lot. Oil tastes good. And turn up the heat. Just not on high. If we learned anything from our first episode, it's to get your spatula ready now. I just carry this one around with me at all times. You never know when you're gonna have to flip something. Now it's time to pour the mix into the pan. I like to make large pancakes, so I'm gonna do my best impression of a very progressive woman and just let it flow. Now in a couple of minutes, the top side of this pancake is gonna start bubbling up, like all the repressed memories of your childhood. That's when you know it's time to flip. As it turns out, the difference between making tortillas and pancakes is baking powder. Thanks for watching this episode of Ben Brainard's masterclass on cooking. I hope we all learned something today. Tune in next time as I'm making tortillas. That's actually not bad. You add enough sugar and salt to something, you can make anything taste good.